Yo, what's up? What is good, guys? How we all doing? Yo, mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's up? Hopefully you're all doing well. Okay, so who do we have over here? We got Snowman in the house. We got um who else we got over here? We got Fly Blocks over here too. I don't know why Restream is not working in that regard. But I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having yourselves a great day and a great night so far, man. We got Phillies baseball on tonight, so that should be really exciting. How come how come the scoreboard's messed up a little bit? I don't know. There we go. Maybe that's why. Yep, that's why. All right, cool. Okay. Oh man. Well, we got a fun one tonight. How about the Phillies taking on the Rockies, man? Haven't done a Phillies game and it feels like forever, so it'll be nice to get back into the swing of things. Um, so I don't know what's going to happen yet about Sunday, but I'll tell you what. Um, in regards to Sunday's Phillies game, we're not going to be doing it. We're not going to be doing Sunday's Phillies game because we got a game 7 for the Sixers and Celtics. So we will not be doing the series finale on Sunday, but we will be back on tomorrow night. And that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing another Phillies Rockies game. If you guys are new to my channel, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. I'll give you this content for free, and you guys get to watch me sip some water here. Oh, I forgot, because it's a green screen. That's funny. It's invisible. That's hilarious. That is really funny. All right. So what do we have going on? So we got Taijuan Walker pitching for the Phillies tonight. Phillies are 18-19 on the season. I got to tell you that they played really well overall over their last 2 games, but I don't know if I like these off days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like, so they had an off day on Monday, and then on Thursday they had an off day too. That's a little bit weird in my opinion, but whatever. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't know. How's everybody doing on here? I don't really have too much to say. I'm just happy that I get to do more Phillies games now, and we get to get back into the swing of things. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Schwarber. I mean, I'll go over the lineups in just a second, but I find it interesting how he slid down all the way to the 5-hole. Man, I don't know what that. I don't know what that means, but Trey Turner's leading off. That's interesting. Maybe that'll boost his confidence. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's turn this up. If you guys haven't done so already, please go subscribe to Snowman's channel. Snowman has been putting out so much awesome content. You know, the Brian Snow Show has been doing really well. Please go give my buddy and my friend a lot of support because he needs it. All right, so we're gonna get into the lineups now. So Trey Turner will be batting leadoff. He's over at shortstop. Alec Bohm batting second tonight over at first base. Bryce Harper at the DH spot batting third. Nick Castellanos in right field batting fourth. Fifth is Kyle Schwarber. JT Realmuto is batting sixth. Edmundo Sosa is batting seventh, and eighth is Josh Harrison and Dalton Guthrie. Did I just say Dalton Guthrie? Oh my gosh. Why am I blanking out? Yeah. It is Dalton Guthrie. I keep thinking of David Guthrie, the referee. That's why I got confused. All right, so Trey Turner is up. It's no balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. So on the bump is Austin Gomber. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Trey Turner strikes out to start off the game. So Austin this season is a 3-4 record in 7 starts. He does have a 6.75 ERA, but 22 strikeouts in 33 innings. And he has only allowed 16 walks. Alec Boehm will be coming up next. And the first pitch. There's a grounder, a hot shot over to third base, and the throw over to first across the diamond is in plenty of time for out number 2. There's 2 gone. Austin Gomer. Alrighty. Bryce Harper is coming up now as there's 2 outs. So Boehm grounded into a 5-3 putout. And Trey Turner struck out. So there's nobody on, and there's 2 outs now. Let's update the score bug. Let's put that up. Make sure everything is updated in that regard. There we go. Sweet. All right, so Bryce Harper comes up. Phillies playing at Coors Field tonight. They're on a West Coast road trip, and the first pitch is up high for a ball to Bryce Harper. Harper's batting .321 with a homer and only 1 RBI so far. That was on the solo home run that he hit a couple weeks ago. The 1-0. There's a foul back towards the home plate umpire, Jeff Nelson. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Gomer winds up. And the 1-1. Way inside for ball 2. Harper wearing his green cleats. And he has his red, green, and blue batting gloves. The 2-1. It's fouled back once again towards the third base side. Harper is also wearing this really cool necklace. I think he has 2 on. Nobody on for the Phillies. 2 outs in the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a knuckle curve that was inside and low as well. A 1-2-3 inning to start off the night for Colorado, and we go to the bottom of the first. It is 0-0. Alrighty. So Harper strikes out. There we go. What's up, Rising Rhino? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. He's been putting out a lot of good content as well, man. For sure. And he always comes on here just to give me some support. And he's an incredible guy. And I appreciate that. How you guys doing tonight? You know, my man. I want to hear from you all down below. I want to hear what's good. You know, are we quiet because we're scared about the Sixers? Is that why we're a little bit quiet? Or are we just trying to get used to this time? I know it's a really weird time. You know, 8:40 start time. That's how it is in Colorado. I'm watching the Knicks. Oof. I got to turn that on. I'll have that on in the background. That's a good idea. We'll do that. Knicks and Heat, man. Hey, I know I didn't do my post-game show yet for the Sixers. I was just really, really tired last night. And to be honest with you, as soon as the stream was over, I, literally went to bed. That's how tired I was. I was in such a rush to get home last night. You know, it was like an hour and a half of a trip, but it actually almost turned into 2 hours. Plus, the game went a little bit longer than I thought it was going to go. So, I will be recording a Sixers cast tomorrow at 5 o'clock. You heard it here first. We'll talk about Game 6 and what our expectations are for Game 7. I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous, for sure. Alrighty. So now we got the Colorado Rockies up at the plate. So they're coming up. And they're going to have to face Taijuan Walker. The first victim is Charlie Blackmon. And Blackmon will take the first pitch on the outside corner for a ball. Oh, wow. The 1-0. That's below the knees for ball 2. So it's Charlie Blackmon, who's the DH today. Jurickson Profar batting out in left field. and Chris Bryant over in right field as the 2-0 is fouled back. So then C.J. Cron is batting in the cleanup spot. Elias Diaz is behind the plate. And Ryan McMahon is playing over at third base as the 2-1 is grounded over to third base. And Sosa throws on the run in plenty of time for out number 1. So then it'll be Harold Castro batting 8th. He's over at second base. And then Ezekiel Tovar over at shortstop. And he'll round things up batting 9th. So once again, it's Blackman who just grounded out over to third base. Profar, who's up right now. Bryant, who's on deck. Cron, Diaz, McMahon, Grichuk, Castro, and Tovar. First pitch is at the knees for a called strike to Jurickson Profar. The 0-1. It's fouled off of his right cleat. And that'll make it an 0-2 count. Phillies playing at Coors Field. There's Bud Black. It's his 7th season as the manager for the Rockies. Just a little bit under 500. The 0-2. Line drive caught over at shortstop by Trey Turner. A hot shot that was hit over to Turner, and he made a nice leaping catch. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Bud Black was wearing a Nikola Jokic jersey. Oh, man. That's what he was doing. Wow. Here's Chris Bryant, and he shoots that one in the left field for a base hit. It's grounded right through the hole. And there's a 2-out single on the first pitch by Chris Bryant. And that was just a fastball right down the middle. And Bryant just did a good job of just taking it and not doing too much damage with it. But he certainly put a lot of barrel on it. And that'll bring up C.J. Cron. 2 outs and a runner on over at first. Cron this season batting .236. He does have 6 homers and 17 RBI. And the first pitch does not get the call. It was right at the knees, and it looked like it was in the strike zone. So we got a runner over at first base. That's Chris Bryant. 1 ball, no strikes here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs and the 1-0. There's a called strike, a sweeper right at the knees, 88 miles per hour. And the count is now 1-1. Looks like it's a little bit chilly out in Denver, Colorado. Did say it was 70 degrees. The 1-1. There's a fly ball out to right field. Castellanos is on the run, and he tracks it down, and they'll make the catch for out number 3. So no runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the second inning. It is scoreless at Coors Field. Oh, boy. What's going on with you guys, man? Oh, we got 7 people on here. Nice. Cool. I know we haven't done a Phillies cast in quite some time. So, but that's all right. I'm happy to be back on here. Wow. Huh. All right, let's take a sip of water. Driving to Indiana. What's up, Luke? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. Driving to Indiana. Wow. How long of a trip is it? Driving to Indiana. Wow. Spending time. Is it for Mother's Day? Mother's Day weekend? Is that what it is? 'Cause that's cool. If it is. There's Shady. Shady's always Shady always on here, bro. We're coming from Detroit, so only 4 hours. Yes, going to see my mom. That's nice, man. Happy Mother's Day weekend to everybody that's out there. That's so cool. That's so nice. Wow, what if Luke and Snowman, or like close by. That'd be kind of funny. I know Indiana's a big state, but still, that's kind of cool. What's up, Shady? Thanks for coming on here, dude. All right. So 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Phils in the top of the second inning, and the first pitch by Gomer is popped up, but it'll hook foul as well. So Nick Castellanos is up at the plate. He's been really hitting the ball well. He's batting .322. He has 5 homers and 24 RBI, which does lead the team. He's also slugging really well, too. The 0-1 delivery down low. That was a ball that ended up hitting the dirt. And the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a changeup at 81 miles per hour. A lot of people wearing sweaters. The 1-2 pitch that's poked out to center field, and it'll be caught by Castro. Wow, I thought maybe that had a chance of dropping in, but Castro caught it on the run. He had to turn over his left shoulder, and he got it, and there's one gone in the top of the second inning. So the Phillies are looking for their first hit on the day. And good job by Castro to just get a good read on it. He ended up calling off Tavar and making a pretty good play. So there's one out, and Kyle Schwarber's up. Schwarber batting 5th in tonight's game. The first pitch is down low for a ball. So Rob Thompson deciding to put Schwarber down a little bit in the lineup. And the 1-0. There's a ground ball that is fair, and C.J. Cron fields it on a hop and just wins the race to the bag for out number 2. It ended up hitting the line, and that's why it was a fair ball. So there's 2 gone, and nobody on. JT Realmuto, who tied the game up in the last game that the Phillies played in against the Blue Jays, tied it up in the 9th inning. Well, he's up at the plate, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. So nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the second inning as the Phillies begin this 3-game series at Coors Field. The 1-0. That's fouled back towards the screen. What's up, Larry? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. I appreciate it. I popped into your stream the other night and subbed it up for you. Oh, look at this family, man. We're supporting other people. That's what I love. I love that, man. It's what we do. We build relationships with people. That's what I'm talking about. We're all a part of this. 2-1 pitch. It's grounded foul. So the third pitch was inside the JT, and the next pitch was over the heart of the plate. And he fouled that one off. Edmundo Sosa waits on deck for the Phils. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the second. It's a scoreless game. The 2-2 pitch is a changeup that's in the dirt and inside as well by Gomer. So now it's a full count to Realmuto. Gomer with the signs, the windup, and the payoff pitch. Ground ball over to third base. It's gobbled up by McMahon. The throw over to first. It was a missile in plenty of time for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning by Colorado Rockies pitching, and we go to the bottom of the second as we're still scoreless. All right. Ugh. Oh, man. What's the score at halftime? The Heat are up by 1. Oof. My gosh. Come on, man. I hope that goes 7-2. If the Sixers is going to go 7, then Miami and New York should go 7-2. That's only fair. Even though either of those teams are going to have to travel. I don't know. Larry, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here. I'm doing pretty good. Just getting back into the swing of things with baseball. You know, it's been a little bit of time. Winning 3 on the road in a 7-game series is so tough. It is, but I'm going to tell you one thing, and again, I have to I didn't do my post-game show last night because I was so tired. As soon as I got off here, I literally went to bed. I will be doing a cast tomorrow for the Sixers. We'll go on at 5 o'clock before the Phillies game, and we'll take some calls. Want to hear what you guys have to say about the series and about what you didn't see in the last game, but also how you think that the Sixers will do in Game 7. We'll talk about that. But, man, it's not over because I still don't trust Boston. Boston was playing really bad last night, and the Sixers, well, they weren't playing good either, but the Sixers, it seems like that they are confident, going into TD Garden. I don't know. So, we'll see. All right, so Elias Diaz will be coming up. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Rockies in the bottom of the second inning. It's not too windy at Coors Field, but it is pretty chilly. As you see, a lot of people wearing sweaters and jackets. First pitch. That's fouled back, a splitter at 91 miles per hour. So Diaz batting .333 on the season, 3 homers and 18 RBI. Also has a .476 slugging percentage. The 0-1. It's a ground ball. Played on the hop by Turner. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. Turner threw a dart over to first base. And there's one gone. So Diaz grounds out over to shortstop. And now Ryan McMahon will be stepping into the batter's box for Colorado. 13 pitches by Taijuan Walker so far. And he's coming off of a pretty good outing. Walker is now 30 years old. Stands at 6'4". McMahon shoots that one the other way, and it's bobbled by Trey Turner as he tried to field it on the hop and make a slide and play out of it. But that's going to be ruled as an infield single, and McMahon's able to get on base. I mean, to be honest with you, even if Turner would have fielded that as he had to slide over to his left side, probably should have had it, but I think McMahon would have been safe just because of how far he had to go to get it. But maybe not. I don't know. So that'll bring up Randall Grichuk. He's been around the block for a little bit of time. And the first pitch he takes is for a strike. Yeah, they probably should have had that. He tried to make a backhanded play out of it. Snowballs 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the second inning in Colorado. The 0-1. Ground ball fouled back towards the backstop. It hit home plate, and then it just hit the backstop. Grichuk batting .361 this season. He's been starting to see the ball pretty well. No balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high cheese fastball at 93 miles per hour, and Grichuk goes down swinging. There's 2 outs now, and still over at first base is Ryan McMahon. So Taijuan Walker, well, in his last outing, he pitched really well against the Boston Red Sox. He went 6 strong innings and was able to only allow an earned run, and that was on a solo home run. And the Phillies would end up winning that game. That was on Sunday. They won that game by a final score of 6-1. Also had 6 strikeouts in that game. Here's Harold Castro, as he's now due up at the plate. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss at a splitter that was way down low. Walker has been throwing the splitter a lot better lately over his last 2 outings. It seems like that he is just getting it where he wants to. 0-1, another splitter. That time it was over the middle of the plate, but Castro fouled that one off. It was at 87 miles per hour. Zero to 0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner on over at first. 2 outs and the 0-2. Outside and high for a ball. Yeah, man, we got a lineup shakeup today, which I find very interesting. Bryson Stott has the day off. Schwarber's batting 5th. 1-2. Outside and high. The throw over the second base, though, to get McMahon is in plenty of time. Good throw by Real Muto. And McMahon is out at second base, and that'll do it. So JT able to throw out a runner over at second base, and now we go to the top of the third as the Phillies are still looking for their first hit. Wow. It's pretty nice. Trey needs a day off. Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe he'll get the night off tomorrow or Sunday. But I do agree that he needs a day off. But also, I don't know if tonight's the night because, you also have to like say to yourself, like, to be devil's advocate. He was off Monday and Thursday. So it's just interesting. Bro, J.J. Redick and Richard Jefferson in the broadcast booth. Ryan Rucco. He's a good announcer. I've always liked him. Who are your favorite play-by-play announcers? Let me know down below in the comments section. I'm always curious to know who everybody likes. I like my favorite ones right now. They always keep switching. As of right now, my favorites are Kevin Harlan, Bob Costas, Al Michaels, Jim Nantz, and Beth Mowens. Those are my favorites right now. I'm talking about national. I love Tom McCarthy. I really do like Kate Scott. I think she's great. I think she's gotten so much better. I don't know. Ugh. All right, here's Edmundo Sosa, the first pitch. He lines that one over to third base, and it's caught by Ryan McMahon. That was a hot shot over to him, and he just lined that one out and didn't have to move a whole lot, and Sosa will go back to the dugout. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. That was like the same type of catch that Trey Turner made. He actually had to jump up and leap to get it. He was just able to do so. Those are not easy to play either. Josh Harrison comes up. He's hitting .217 on the season with a home run and 5 RBI. The 0-1, ground ball over to third base. McMahon fields it on the hop, then the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. 2 pitches and 2 outs. Quick start to the third inning for the Phillies. And here's Dalton Guthrie, who got called up when first pitch. It's popped up out to right field. Brian says he has it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning, this time on 3 pitches. I don't know when that's happened against the Phillies or when the last time that has happened, but we go to the bottom of the third. 3 pitches, 3 outs. Wow. Christian Pache. Why did that name slip out of my head? Guthrie got called up when Christian Pache got injured. Ay. Wow. Michaels for sure. Callis. Marv Albert. Yeah, I liked Marv Albert. I thought he was good. And Harry Callis is he's my favorite of all time. I love Harry. Harry's also always gonna hold a special place in my heart. Because I didn't realize this like when I was really young, but one of the reasons why I always liked watching the Phillies every day was because he was calling it. And I thought that'd be kind of cool to be doing what he's doing. And he inspired me. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. If you love baseball, if you love Phillies baseball, if you love anything that has to do with baseball, make sure you subscribe. We have a lot in common if you like baseball. Yeah. I don't know. I love Harry Kalas, though. Harry Kalas and Chris Wheeler, I gotta tell you, like, even though they had their problems, you know, had such awesome chemistry. You know what I'm saying? They really did. They always had great chemistry. All right, so we have 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Rockies. As Castro will pop this one up to left field. Schwarber goes over to the fair foul line and will make the catch. For out number 1, Dalton Guthrie out in center field. Didn't even talk about the defensive lineup for the Phillies. So Castellanos out in right, Schwarber out in left, Dalton Guthrie out in center field. As Ezequiel Tovar will be coming up to the plate. And the first pitch by Walker is a high strike on the outside corner. So then in the infield for the Phillies, over at first base is Alec Bohm. Second base is Josh Harrison. The 0-1 ground ball over to first base. Bohm has to make an underhanded throw, and Taijuan Walker wins the race to the bag for out number 2. So Bohm's over at first base. Over at second base is Josh Harrison. Third base is Edmundo Sosa. And then shortstop is Trey Turner. And then behind the plate, still JT Realmuto. 2 gone in the bottom of the 3rd inning as we are still scoreless. In Denver, Colorado, the Rockies, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They took the series against the Pittsburgh Pirates by winning 2 out of 3 in that series. First pitch, that's outside for a ball to Charlie Blackmon, the designated hitter in tonight's game. The 1-0 pitch, that's taken right at the knees for a called strike. And Blackmon having some words with the home plate umpire. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball over to second base. Josh Harrison has it, and he throws over to first in time for out number 3. Man, we are already through 3 innings, and we go to the top of the 4th. It's still scoreless in Denver, Colorado. Oh, this could be a really quick game. Oh, man. I hope I just didn't jinx that. I hope I didn't jinx that. Oh, man. Harry, Whitey, and Wheels. Costas goes without saying. I feel the same about Harry. Grew up with his voice. Yeah. I love Scott Fransky, too. I can't sugarcoat it, you know, and I don't feel like I have to have the need to do that, but Fransky and L.A. are really an incredible duo. They really are. I'll tell you a funny story. So when I met Scott, okay, I met him last year. He was the one that told me that I needed to get reps, and that's why I've been doing this. You know, because I've been trying to do this like every single day. And so Scott Fransky came to talk to us, and he worked for the Phillies for a little bit of time. He did stuff in the studio, and during his audition for the Phillies, he had to work through his way up, you know, like everybody else does, you know, start with the minor leagues, relocate, you know, not make a lot of money, and, you know, stay in your car some of the time and live out in, you know, like a rural area. He called games for the Cubs, for the Iowa Cubs. But anyhow, long story short, he said during his audition process that, you know, when he was trying out for the Phillies for the play-by-play announcer after, I believe it was Scott Graham was let go, they said, you know, we have this guy who's this color commentator, and we'd like to see if you can get a lot out of him. His name is Larry Anderson. And everybody during the audition practice was laughing. He was telling some jokes, too, while also calling the plays. It was pretty cool. It's pretty nice. And they just had a good chemistry. All right, so here's Trey Turner as the top of the lineup is back up for the Phillies. It's no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball. So Turner struck out to start off the game in the top of the first. The 1-2 check swing. The home plate umpire says he did not go. As Austin Gomber is still out there on the bump. 30 pitches for him. He threw 3 pitches in the last inning for Colorado and got all 3 outs. The 2-2 pitch. There's a pop-up over towards first base. It's actually going to go into right field. Bryant's underneath it, though, and he makes the catch right at the line for out number 1. It's not an easy play, but the ball just stuck up there for a little bit of time. So there's 1 away as we start off the top of the 4th inning. So Bohm is up next, and Bryce Harper is in the on-deck circle now. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the 4th. We are scoreless in Denver, Colorado. First pitch is a knuckle curve that is on the outside corner for a called strike. That's 78 miles per hour. Damn, you're at 355 subs. Last time I checked, you was at 100. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you for coming on here, man. We've just been putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it comes down to. Just want to build relationships with people and just continue to do what I love. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's popped up out to center field, and well, Grichuk is right there, and he waits for it, and they'll make the catch for out number 2. Be nice to see if the Phillies could try to be a little bit more patient and just, put up some better at-bats here. So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Gomber is 34 pitches for Colorado. And Bryce Harper is up at the plate. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 4th as we are still scoreless. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss at a knuckle curve at 78 miles per hour. Bryce struck out in the first inning. He's hitting .310 on the season. The 0-1. He takes it all the way, and he was just standing in the batter's box and wasn't even going to swing at it regardless. He had actually his right hand on the bat and was just looking at the pitch the entire time. The 0-2 pitch bounces in the dirt for a ball. I don't know if something was off with his mechanics or if he tried to call for time and forgot and was just like, you know what, I have to bite the bullet here? Or what? But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. A knuckle curve at 79 miles per hour and another strikeout by Austin Gomber. Another 1-2-3 inning as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And we are still scoreless at Coors Field. Wow, this game is flying by. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well so that way you know when I upload. We have a quick one going on over here. We do Phillies games, we do Sixers games as well. That's been what's really keeping us busy right now. Game 7 Sunday, man. Can't wait. And I'm very nervous. I just want us to get over that hump, you know what I'm saying? Just get to the Eastern Conference Finals, do it for the first time in 22 years. That would be awesome. Let's see, damn, yeah. I love Anderson, 83 Phil's alum. Yes. Larry, what'd you say? I'm sorry about that. I don't listen to radio games anymore, so I haven't heard Fransky, but my 87-year-old mom loves him. Yeah, Scott's a really good announcer. I got to tell you, I've learned a lot from him, and he has a really cool style, you know? He knows how to bring the energy like when it's supposed to be there, and he he's had a lot of analysts like over the last couple of years, and the one thing that he said that was really interesting to me when I saw him and when I talked to him is, he would grab dinner and like really try to, get to know each of his analysts. And he made sure that he had a good reputation with them, like off the air. And some people, they don't do that. So he cares about them and, treats them like family. So, which I think is really nice, and it helps the broadcast for sure. But it also just goes to show how just nice of a person he is. If you haven't done so, I got to tell you too. We'll hold that thought. Jurickson Profar is going to lead off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The first pitch was outside, and the second pitch is lined out to center field. Guthrie's underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number one. So there is one gone here in the top of the fourth inning. As Profar flies out to center field. There was a shooting out in Texas. And it was at a school. And as Chris Bryant comes up to the plate, that's outside and low for a ball. Bryant did single back in the first inning. So it's a 1-0 count. Walker lines up, and the pitch. And there's a line drive into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Schwarber on the run. He'll field it on a hop. Bryant puts on the brakes, and he'll go back over to first base. And there is another base hit by Chris Bryant. So, as I was saying, there was a shooting out in Dallas, Texas. It was last year. And it was at a school. And correct me if I'm wrong, but 8 people were killed in that shooting. So, Scott actually, when he did like a little segment and, talked about it because he's from the Dallas area. And what he had to say about his kid, like putting it in that perspective was just really well done on his behalf. And he got a lot of praise for what he said. If you haven't done so, like go check that audio clip out. It's on YouTube. And what he had to say was like really powerful. And it kind of still gives me chills to this day because he talks about his daughter and he brings it up from that aspect. Imagine if it was his daughter that was a part of that. The 1-1 pitch. It's fouled back towards the screen as C.J. Cron is up at the plate. We have a runner over at first. That's Chris Bryant. And there's one out as well. Taijuan Walker still out there on the bump. But yeah, comment down below who your favorite broadcasters are. 1-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and C.J. Cron goes down looking at a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. And there's 2 gone now in the bottom of the fourth. Dallas Green's granddaughter was killed in a mass shooting in Arizona. When was this? I didn't know that. I had no idea. Mr. Rocky, thanks for coming on here, my guy. I appreciate it. First pitch, there's a high fly ball out to left field. It's Elias Diaz, and on the run is Dalton Guthrie, and he'll make the catch right at the warning track. It was hit out to left center field, and Diaz just missed a home run. No runs, 1 man left, and already we go to the top of the 5th as we are still scoreless, and the Phillies are still looking for their first hit on the evening. Wow. Ugh, man. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload, whenever I go live. Somebody asked me, it was Eric. Sorry, Eric. No, I do not do Eagles. We do Patriots football. I don't hate the Eagles, though. But, hey, week one. Week 1, man. We'll be doing an Eagles game, which is kind of funny, because they play against the Patriots week 1. Years ago, the one where the female congressperson was shot in the head but survived. Huh. I didn't know that. I did not know that. You always learn something new every day, and it's funny because you don't see what goes on like off the field or off the court or off the track or whatever. But when you hear about everybody's backstories, like everybody has their own story. And that is what I believe makes storytelling in sports and art. Because sometimes, these things aren't public. And you have to go hunting for these things, or you have to, like take the information that you're given and go a little further with it, test it out. Anybody can look up stats, but what makes the game really interesting and how broadcasting is always going to continue to be a thing is, people are going to want to tune in, and they're going to, first of all, like want to hear people's voices and, surround that as a piece of comfort. But they also, want to learn about stuff that they didn't know or stuff that they can't research. Here's Nick Castellanos, and the first pitch is popped up over towards the second base side, and there's one gone. One pitch, one out. And Castellanos is retired for the second time today. So the Phillies are still looking for their first hit. Still looking for actually their first base runner. And here's Kyle Schwarber, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. Yeah, and that's why baseball is really cool. The 0-1. It's outside and low for a ball. Everything, my dad always said to me that no matter how you look at things in life, there's always blessings and cursings to whatever it is. The 1-1. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. A knuckle curve by Austin Gomer. Schwarber calls for time. What I mean by that is, well, because there is a pitch clock now, there is a lot more action, and you're cutting the fat off of the bone, of the meat. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and Schwarber is retired on a knuckle curve that he goes fishing after on the inside corner. And so, just to tie it all together, you have to kind of find a common ground, and you have to, because there's more action now, there's less time for storytelling for baseball. There still is time, but the action is sped up. But you don't get as much time to, bring up other conversations. No balls, one strike, and the pitch. Outside and high for a ball. You still get time, but it's a little bit different, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a fly ball out to left center field. That's going to split the gap, go all the way towards the wall, and drop in for a base hit. And JT Realmuto is rounding second base. He's going to go over to third. The throw over to third base is just in time. Oh, man. It was cut off by the second baseman, Harold Castro. And now Rob Thompson is saying hold it for a second. And they're going to see if he's out. And JT is going back to the dugout. I don't know if they are going to review this or not, but they're going to score it as a double, and that'll do it in the inning as JT gets thrown out of third base. So no runs and a hit, but we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Wow. Awesome, Rock. 356. What's up, Rock? Thanks for coming on here and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, man. There we go. Baseball fundamentals. Never make the last out of third base. Yep. I was thinking that he was going in there like with confidence over towards third base, but it would have been different if he was like indecisive, like Brandon Marsh, or like takes a lead off at second base and then has to go back. So oh man, yeah, Rock, thanks for doing that, man. I appreciate it. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. So they are not going to review the play, and JT was out over at third base. McMahon will lead things off for the Rockies in this bottom of the fifth inning. And JT, I don't know if he jammed his finger or not, but going back to the dugout, he had the trainer. Yeah, he did jam his finger, and the trainer is looking over to see if his fingers are okay. So we have I don't know if we have a new catcher in or not. I don't know what's going to happen, but JT. Oh, all right. JT is going to go back out there. He puts on the chest guard, and he will be going back out there. But he did jam his finger a little bit, so hopefully he's all right. There was Garrett Stubbs. That's who it was. It's crazy. I'm jealous of all you announcers. You've heard my terrible speaking voice. I mean, I have to tell you, I'm really lucky because I come from a theater background, and I attribute my voice in regards to that. But I also didn't necessarily scream that much like at concerts, and I really tried to take care of my voice because it's an instrument. And even now, I'm trying to do a better job at that. So Ryan McMahon comes up. He's 1 for 1 today. The first pitch was on the outside corner for a called strike. Taijuan Walker back out there for his 5th inning of work. And the next pitch is upstairs for a ball. Marsh has the night off too. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's in the dirt for a ball as well. Two balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's a sweeper taken down the middle of the plate. And McMahon swings and misses at it. When the Phillies played Colorado, the one time this year, McMahon actually had a 3-run home run in the first. 2-2. That is poked out to center field, and that is going to go all the way towards Dalton Guthrie. And there is a stand-up double to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. You were just about to say it's my instrument. Yeah, it is. Got to take care of it. Especially for basketball and for football and hockey. But baseball, even though it's every day, you don't always have to use that much energy. But it depends. First pitch to Randall Grichuk is taken inside for a ball. So McMahon leads the inning off with a double. I was saying that the last game that he played against the Phillies, he had a 3-run home run, and then the Phillies would end up coming back and winning 4-3. Ground ball over to shortstop. The throw over to first is a little bit high, but in plenty of time for the first out. And Trey Turner makes a really good throw, and Bohm did a good job at staying on the bag. 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. McMahon over at second base. And the next batter to come up is Harold Castro. Made a pretty good catch. It was out towards center field, and that was to rob Nick Castellanos on a bloop double. And the first pitch to Castro. That is on the upper third part of the strike zone, a fastball at 94 miles per hour. Castro hasn't homered yet this season. He does have 9 RBI, though. The 0-1. That is grounded over to third. The shortstop to throw over to third, though, by Turner. It's in time. Wow. Great recognition by Trey Turner as he fielded it on a hop. And I guess that McMahon thought that it was going to go through and past Trey Turner. But McMahon did not end up winning the race to the bag, and he was caught like a dead fish over at third base. And Turner did a good job at recognizing that, and Edmundo Sosa tagged him out. So there's 2 gone, and a runner over at first on a fielder's choice by Harold Castro. And Ezequiel Tovar is up at the dish. It's a 1-0 count. So 45 pitches by Walker so far. It's been a pitching duel between Walker and Gomer. The 1-0 on the outside corner, a splitter at 88 miles per hour. So that was the 46th pitch by Taijuan Walker. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch that's bunted and popped up, but behind JT Realmuto. Does not go into the seats, but it's a 1-2 count now. So as I mentioned before, the Rockies coming into today are 16-22. And the Phillies, well, they're 18-19. The 1-2 pitch that's in the dirt and down low as well. Phillies, career-wise, have actually put up a lot of runs here at Coors Field. Never forget the game where they were down. It was 12-4. And Ryan Howard had a really big day. And they came back and won it in the 9th inning. Throw back over to first base is not in time. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. I believe if, according to my photographic memory, in this sense, it was 14-13 was the final score of that game. 2-2 pitch. Line drive out in the right field, and making the sliding catch is Nick Castellanos for out number 3. That ball just died out in right field, and Nick Castellanos sliding with his whole body and was able to rob Tovar on an extra base hit. No runs, 1 man left. The Phillies defense coming through here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we go to the top of the 6th. It is still scoreless in Denver, Colorado. That was a nice catch, man. It's pretty good. I'm going to circle that. There we go. In case you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon so that way you know when I upload. We got 20 people on here. It's pretty good. Castellanos patented. Yeah, man. Yep. That was a nice catch. Oh, boy, the Knicks. Knicks are losing. 74-71. Brunson for 3. He didn't get the friendly bounce. Josh Hart, though, grabbed the rebound. Josh Hart is really a good ball player. I liked him from Villanova. And no pun intended, but he does play with a lot of heart. He does. He's awesome. All right. What else do we have? We got 22 people on here. I'm sure that not all 22 of you are subscribed to my channel. And you know what you should do right now? We'll pause for 10 seconds and then we'll resume our programming for you guys to get out of this. Subscribe to the channel. Also hit the thumbs up button too. 10 seconds. That's what we're going to do right now. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's get back to the programming. Oh, boy. Okay. Yes, there's Jose Alvarado. So he hopefully will be back soon for the Phillies. Edmundo Sosa will lead things off, and the first pitch is a knuckle curve that is fouled off. Alvarado's last outing was on Sunday. He got put on the injured list on Tuesday. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch by Gomer. It's a ground ball over to the first base side, and winning the race to the bag is C.J. Cron, and Sosa was out by a step. It's pretty close. How about going back to that sliding catch? As Ezequiel Tovar tried to get a double, and Nick Castellanos said nope. 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. We're still scoreless, and Josh Harrison is up at the plate for the Phils. The first pitch is a changeup at 81 miles per hour. So Harrison grounded out in the 3rd inning. The 0-1 up high for a ball. So that makes it a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. Ground ball over to third base. McMahon fields it on a hop, throws on the run in plenty of time for out number 2. And we're just an hour into this, and we're already in the top of the 6th inning. Quick. So Sosa grounds out. And Harrison grounds out. That'll bring up Dalton Guthrie. Every time I see Dalton Guthrie, I just think of David Guthrie, the referee from for the NBA. I just do. Might not need any relievers tonight. We'll have to wait and see. So Guthrie's up. It's a 0-2 count. Gomer's still out there on the bump with only 54 pitches. Pitch counts have been very low. Both teams have been very aggressive. I don't know if anybody expected this in the first game. The 0-2, way up high for a ball. Jalen Brunson, how about this is his 4th game this series with at least 30 points out of the 6 games. 1-2, swing and a miss on a high fastball that was outside and high for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning by Rockies pitching. And we go to the bottom of the 6th as we're still scoreless at Coors Field. Boy. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, man, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Algorithm people, do your thing, man. More likes we get, the more people that we can have join the JJ family. So make sure that you like it up and sub it up. Oh, boy. That just made me think about Subway. Do any of you guys like Subway? Let's hear an old baseball story. What do you mean by old baseball story? Like a JJ baseball story, or just a baseball story that I heard of? Or both? Baseball story. I was actually, okay, here's a story for you. In 2007, this Butler goes up with that. In 2007, okay, how old was I? I was 9 years old. And I was selected, was it 2007? No, it was 2008. I was still 9 years old. I was turning 10 in the summer. So I got selected. I was a part of the Junior Phillies Club. And I always had those backpacks, and they were always really cool. As Charlie Blackmon comes up to the plate, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. I was selected to be one of 30 kids to go onto the ball field as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. And I went onto the field. My dad said to me before that game, as Blackman sends that one out to left center field, that'll drop in for a base hit. And there's a leadoff single. It was a bloop single off the end of the bat by Charlie Blackman. So we start off the bottom of the sixth, and Jurickson Profar is up. So anyhow, So I was selected to be a part of the, like one of the 30 junior Phillies club members to go onto the field. My dad said to me like months ago that we're not going to go to any more Phillies games, and I just happened to be selected to go onto this field, and I actually got to pitch to Joe Blanton at the time. And as the first pitch is fouled back to the screen. I'll never forget, I went into the Phillies bullpen, and I'm pitching to Joe Blanton, and I'm like throwing him a pitch, and he said, we need to teach Chad Durbin how to pitch that slider that you just threw. He always was such a character. The 0-1, that was outside for a ball. And then we ended up going to a couple of World Series games that year with my dad and I. My dad actually went to the game where Joe Blanton hit a solo home run. I was a little bit jealous about that, so that he got to see that. The 1-1, that's grounded foul towards the first base side. It's a 1-2 count. But yeah, I got to pitch to Joe Blanton, and I got hitting. I got coached for hitting by Milt Thompson, and Davey Lopes was there teaching us like how to run the bases. That was really cool. 1-2 pitch. It's outside and high for a ball. And then the next year, when I went back to the NLCS when they played against the Dodgers in 2009, I was really fortunate and got to help with the foul line, because the grounds crew member needed somebody to come onto the field and just hold the line as they were getting out the chalk. So I was sitting close to there and got to be one of the lucky people to do that. 2-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball out to right center field. Profar's going to hit that one right into the gap, and making the sliding catch is Dalton Guthrie. Oh, no, he didn't make the catch, did he? He did not make the catch. And Blackman's going to go back over to third base. Sosa's saying that he did make the catch. Let's see here, though. It'll be ruled as a double, and now Rob Thompson is going to challenge this, I believe. Or did he just say the play on? I don't know. I thought that was easily going to go all the way towards the wall, and Dalton Guthrie, he just missed it. From that angle, you could tell that he just missed it. It just bounced off of his glove, and he tried to save it. I don't know where he lost it, but he did, and that's going to be just ruled as a double. You struck him out. That's cool. Blackman was in the middle. He was going back to second base, and then he's looking over at the third base coach. And the umpire saying, I don't think that's a catch. And it wasn't. So it's a double, nobody out. And Chris Bryant's up at the plate, and the first pitch is a splitter that's down low. So we got a single by Blackman and a double by Jurickson Profar. Dalton Guthrie almost made a catch. I thought he just had it, but it just dropped. The 1-0 pitch to Chris Bryant. It's fouled back towards the screen. So Bryant today has singled twice. We're here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And Guthrie pretty much laid his whole body out there to try to make that catch. And when he was on the run, he had to run a miles away just to get over there. The 1-1. Down low and outside as well for ball 2. Chris Bryant won a World Series with the Chicago Cubs back in 2016. Actually made the last play over at third base. The 2-1. Ground ball over to shortstop. Slide and play by Trey Turner. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And Bryant is retired. Staying over at third base is Charlie Blackman. And there's one out in the bottom of the sixth. All right, so he grounded out over the shortstop. Okay, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning, and C.J. Cron is up. And the first pitch. There's a fly ball out to center field. Guthrie will make the catch on the run, and the throw over to home plate will be cut off over at third base by Bohm. And Charlie Blackmon comes in to score on the sacrifice fly, and both runners ended up tagging up as Profar will go over to third base. So it's a 1-0 game on a sacrifice fly by C.J. Cron. And finally, the Rockies are on the board, and they strike first. The pitch was right down the middle. It was a fastball, and not really too much that Cron wanted to do with that pitch, but Guthrie made a good catch out in center field, but the throw was really short and cut off by Bohm, who was over at third that time. First pitch to Diaz as he missed a home run his last time up. He fouls that pitch off. Diaz catching behind the plate. He's hitting .327. He has a .467 slugging percentage, 3 homers, and 18 RBI. Walker only with 64 pitches, the 0-1. There's a line drive that is just fouled towards the first base side. The ball girl's going to have to go get it as it hit the backstop right over at first base. Those center field seats out at Coors Field are so cool. I wonder if somebody has ever hit a ball out there that's like right behind the bushes. No balls, 2 strikes. Walker winds up, and the 0-2. Up high for a ball. So it's a 1-2 count in the bottom of the 6th. There's 2 outs and a runner over at third. The 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball out to right field. It hooks foul, though, and it goes out of play. Oh, nope. Making the catch was Alec Bohm. They didn't even show if Bohm made the catch or not, but he did. It was poor camera work. We go to the top of the 7th inning, and the Rockies are able to get a run, and the Phillies are down 1-0. That was poor camera. That was poor producing there. That is the curse of calling games off of a monitor. They didn't show who made the catch, and then they, at the very last second, saw Bohm's going right to the dugout, so he had to have made the catch. All right. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I appreciate you guys for being on here. The goal is to get to 360 by the end of tonight. I think we can definitely do it. We have 18 people on here. If you guys haven't done so already, please spread the word, man. Please tell other people if you know somebody that loves baseball, that loves basketball, hockey, and football as much as I do, make sure that you tell them about me and put in the word. Because we want to grow the family. We want to keep supporting one another, so. Oof. Oh, that felt good. Top of the 7th inning already. This might be the quickest baseball game ever. Randall for 3, nope. Oh, Miami's winning. Uh-oh. So I guess they're going to go on. Unless New York makes a heck of a run here. But playoff Jimmy is incredible, and that's why. That is why. Count the bucket and a foul. Jimmy Butler, man. I do miss Jimmy Butler. I'm not going to lie. As a Sixers fan. But I don't know if he would be a good fit on this Sixers team with who they have now. If you did replace him, though, with Tobias Harris, I still don't know. I don't. But you'll always wonder, though. All right, so here is Trey Turner to start off the top of the 7th inning. Phillies, their current odds are at plus 145 to win this ball game. The 1-1 outside for ball 2. Golmer still out there on the bump, 59 pitches as we're here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Turner. Inside for ball 3. It is 9:51 p.m. Eastern Time here on the East Coast. 60 pitches by Golmer, 41 of them have been strikes, and the 3-1 pitch that's sliced foul down the third base line. So I was just looking at the dimensions to see what the field side is at Coors Field. So out in left field, that is 347 feet. In left center, it's 390 feet. Okay, dead center field itself is 415 feet. And right center is 375, and right field itself is 350 feet. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Turner pops this one up, and it will find the seats out towards the first base side. And because of the altitude, that definitely plays a big factor as to why the ball flies out here. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and Turner strikes out for the 2nd time today. And that is how we start off the top of the 7th inning. Golmer has 6 strikeouts on the evening so far. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Jason Worth stealing game. I'll never forget that. It just showed that little Chick-fil-A nugget fact. No balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm as he comes up to the plate. There's 1 out in the top of the 7th, and the Phillies are down 1-0. And the 0-1, it's outside and high. Bohm is grounded out, and he's also flied out as well. He's batting 2nd today. The 1-1, there's a high fly ball out to left field. That's going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone! And Alec Bohm ties the game up on a solo home run out to left field. And the Phillies are finally able to get a run home. That's Alec Bohm's 4th home run on the season. And the Liberty Bell is ringing, even though we're out here in Colorado. Alec Bohm just took a fastball that was right down the middle, and he cruised that pitch on out of here. And as soon as Golmer saw the swing, he knew exactly what the result was going to be. It's 1-1. Bryce Harper comes up. And the first pitch, he takes it just a little bit outside for a ball. I was wondering if maybe we were going to see a home run by Bowman this series. The 1-0 to Harper is swung on and missed. A slider that was in the dirt. So the Phillies have tied it up here in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 1-1 count to Bryce. And the 1-1 pitch. A little tapper that's fouled towards the third base side. Harper today has struck out twice. Knicks are not going away yet. Golmer gets the signs from Diaz. The windup and the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. It goes out to center field, and Bryce Harper gets on with a 1-out single. Back-to-back base hits for the Phillies. And Harper is now 1 for 3 on the day. Another pitch that was down the middle, and Harper just took it back up the middle. Didn't necessarily make the best contact on the pitch, but we'll take it. 1 out, Harper's over at first base. He's representing the go-ahead run. And Nick Castellanos comes up, and he was trying to swing for the fences on that one, but he misses it. Playoff Jimmy couldn't get that one to go. Oh, boy. Yep. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss to Nick Castellanos. New York called a timeout. Yep, I guess so. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon, man, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. Appreciate you guys for being on here. No balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos, and the pitch. A little tapper over to the third base side, and it's fouled again. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. The goal is to get to 360 by the end of tonight. We want 360 people to join the family, man. That's all we want. And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt for another ball. That time it was a changeup at 82 miles per hour. Turner, 43 strikeouts and only 8 walks. Yep. Kind of figured that when he was going to come onto the team that, he does it for contact. The 1-2. Ground ball over to third base. The throw over to second. There's one. The throw back to first is not in time. And Castellanos is safe as he grounds into a fielder's choice. That'll go down as a 5 for fielder's choice. So Harper's out at second base, and he'll go back to the dugout, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 7th. They have a pretty big screen up at the dugout. Here's Kyle Schwarber, as he's due up now at the plate. And the first pitch. There's a high fly ball out to center field. It's carrying. It's going back to the warning track, to the wall. It's gone! That one just got on out of here. And the wind carried that one, and the Phillies now have a 3-1 lead. A 2-run home run by Kyle Schwarber. And that thing went about 430 feet out to dead center field. It's pretty nice. See the bats waking up here. He crushed that thing. Whew. Just went right into the bushes. And the bell is ringing once again as Castellanos came in to score. So it's a 3-1 lead for Philadelphia in the top of the 7th inning out in Denver, Colorado. There's still 2 outs. And the next person to come up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Well, somebody called for a shore bomb. As the sign is out there out in left field, we have some Phillies fans that have traveled all the way to come to Denver, Colorado, which is always a nice sight to see. It's 3-1 Philadelphia in the top of the 7th inning. Garrett Stubbs will come in to pinch hit for JT Realmuto. So remember, JT jammed his finger when he went into third base, but he did stay in for a little bit. And you wonder if this is just precautionary or what. And Stubbs lines this one out to right field. That's going back to the warning track, and it just hits off the top of the wall. Bryant fields it on the hop, and the throw over to second base is not in time. So Garrett Stubbs was able to get a double out of that. And that was really nice to see. I mean, that was another fastball down the middle, and Stubbs almost, I got to tell you, if the fence was maybe a little bit lower out in right field, that one would have went out. Even Aaron Nola's face was lit up, and he was like, oh, man, I kind of wish that thing went out. But no. So Stubbs gets on with a double, and Bud Black comes out, and that'll be it for Austin Gomer. The runner over at second base is his responsibility. And we have a pitch and change out in Denver, Colorado. Poor Stubbs never gets to play. I know, dude. Well, that's good, man. Good stuff. Oh boy, I think RJ lost that basketball. Heat or the Knicks, man. This game is pretty intense. 89-84. Miami leads the series 3-2. Strus just missed a big free throw, though, for Miami. So, winner of this series, which will most likely be Miami now, will face either the Celtics or the Sixers, depending on what happens on Sunday. They haven't released the times yet. I just want to know what time the game's going to be. I just want them to win. Get over that hump, dude. Seriously. I believe in them. But I just know what happened 4 years ago on Mother's Day and how I spent that night watching Game 7 against Toronto on that lucky, lucky shot by Kawhi Leonard. That was the most, that was one of the worst sports moments in Philadelphia history. These Panthers are in overtime. Wow. Bro, Austin Matthews is a stud. He is. He is like, I think it's safe to say that he has to be like, if not the most skilled player in hockey, one of the most skilled players in hockey right now. Lawrence has played in 16 games this season. This is Justin Lawrence, who comes in for Austin Gomer. He's a sidearm pitcher. The first pitch is a sweeper that's inside. So throughout the first 6 innings tonight, the Phillies only had 1 hit against Austin Gomer, and then in this inning, they have 4 hits and they've scored 3 runs, thanks to a solo home run by Alec Bohm and a 2-run home run by Kyle Schwarber. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Edmundo Sosa in the top of the 7th inning. Stubbs over at second base, who came in to pinch hit for JT Realmuto. And the 2-0 pitch. Inside again, a sinker that could not find the strike zone. So Sosa lined out over to third base and also grounded out to third base as well. The 3-0 pitch. There's a little ground ball over to second base, and the throw over to first was a little bit low, but just gets Sosa in time for out number 3. So the Phillies were able to get 3 runs on 2 homers, one by Bohm and another one by Kyle Schwarber, and they lead 3-1 as it is time to stretch out in Coors Field. You don't. You really don't, man. You do not see that a whole lot now. 1:48 left. Ugh. Deflected out of bounds. New York is playing for their life now. Ugh. Did anybody watch the Kentucky Derby a couple weeks ago? Oh, the Knicks are still in this. 90-84. Can Jalen Brunson come up big here? 95 seconds left? I don't know. Come on, give the ball to Jalen. He needs it. There you go. Oh, I thought he had it. Nice rebound, though, by Toppin. Or by Mitchell Robinson. You don't see sidearm. Is that what you call it? Yeah, sidewinders. Yeah. Sidewinders, yep. And New York is still in this game. They're not going away yet. Bro, look at Ben Davis with the bat. It just, I would love to take batting practice with like Ben Davis and Ricky Bottalico. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be really cool. Love to go to the cage, see Ricky. I wonder if Ricky still has it in him, to throw 80 at least. I don't know, but I wonder. I think he can still throw 80. He said, what was it, a couple months ago that he was pitching, and he, I believe he did throw 80. There were several sidearmers back in the 70s. I'm sure that there were. 90-86. Oof. All right, so Walker back out there for his 7th inning of work. He's only allowed 2 runs in his last 13 innings. And the first pitch is to Ryan McMahon. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. Ooh, what a pass. Wow. The 0-1 pitch. That is on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike once again. McMahon is 2 for 2 today. He's singled and doubled in the 0-2. So foul is swung on and missed, but it gets past Stubbs, and there won't even be a throw over to first base as McMahon is able to run over towards first base, and he gets on with a strikeout. See, was it foul tipped though? I thought maybe it was, but nope, it wasn't. So there's a strikeout, but getting on over at first base is McMahon. So he was able to run towards the bag. "70 pitches by Walker, so he has to get an extra out here. Maybe a double play could be his best friend as Randall Grichuk is up at the plate. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for coming on here. Yeah, so that is a strikeout. I never knew how to score it either, and I should know. What is that? A strikeout walk? No. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle, fielded on a hop though by Harrison. The throw over to first, gets past Bohm, but Garrett Stubbs is there to back it up, and going over to third base now is McMahon. So Josh Harrison tried to do everything he possibly could to just save the play, but probably should have just ate that one up. But now there's runners at the corners with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. So that's a little bit weird. Good base running though by McMahon. McMahon got on, he struck out, but then because it was a pass ball that got away from Stubbs, he was able to go over to first base. And now Rob Thompson comes out. They're going to call it a single and an E4. That's what they're going to score it as, and Taijuan Walker's night is done. But the runners over at the corners are his responsibility. Oh, man. Hit the like button and they hit the live stream. Over 20 likes and without. Thanks, Jeff. Man, please go support Jeff's channel. And please go support the Hardcore Sports Network with Mitch Kofsky, Coach, Jeff, and all those people, man. They've been really doing some awesome work, doing the pick and roll with them and, coming on for some of their games. Like, they've really, welcomed me in with open arms. And I love them all so much. I really do. They're all incredible people. They really are. And I have nothing but mad love and respect for all of them. But yeah, please go support Jeff. And please go support the Hardcore Sports Network, period. Because they deserve that. For sure. Oh boy, how much time is left in this game? 59 seconds. And Miami is, what are they reviewing here? Oh, I missed it. I'll have to wait and see. Alrighty. But yes, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I love you all so much for coming on here, man. I know that we haven't done baseball in about 5 days, and, it is what it is because we've just been grinding out with the Sixers. But, yes. Jalen Brunson must have got hit in the face. Oof. Ouch. All right, bottom of the 7th inning, nobody out, runners at the corners. The Phillies are up 3-1. In Rob we trust. That is a sign that a fan is holding up. So Matt Strom's coming out of the bullpen tonight. 40 strikeouts and 8 walks in 28 2/3 of an inning. This actually is a good spot for him to come in. So I'm a little surprised, but also they need to go to another lefty because they need to have some more arms in the bullpen because of Alvarado's injury. So, and this is a big spot here. So I don't blame Rob Thompson for making this move, for sure. Alrighty, so due up at the plate now is Harold Castro. Runners at the corners, nobody out, and the first pitch to Castro is just a little bit inside. Oh, Trejo comes in to pinch hit. I stand corrected. So Castro's day is done, and coming in to pinch hit for him will be Trejo, and the 1-0 pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. Wow. I see these New York fans. 92 to 88, 59 seconds left. And New York still has the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2 count now. Brunson, what a pass. Ooh, man, 92 to 90. They're not done. New York's not done yet, man. Oof. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trejo. Strom on the bump for the Phils. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A big strikeout on a 94-mile-per-hour high-seam fastball. And the Knicks are still not done yet. They just grabbed a rebound. 30 seconds left. Brunson with the ball. Both teams have 1 timeout. Can the Knicks hang on here and at least try to tie the game up? I don't know. Brunson just threw it away. And now they fouled Jimmy Butler. Brunson just threw it away. C.J. Cron up at the plate for the Colorado Rockies. Or who's this? Ezequiel Tovar. I stand corrected again. Man, come on, Jay. Tovar today's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and also flied out as well. Runners at the corners, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And the 0-1 pitch by Strom. There's a line drive out to center field. That drops in for a base hit. McMahon comes in to score. And going over to third base that time is Randall Grichuk on an RBI single by Harold Castro. Or Ezequiel Tovar, I should say. Wow. So it's a 3-2 game now. Jimmy Butler's already made 1. Can he make the second foul shot? He does. That's probably going to be it. They're going to have to make a 3. Yep. That's it. So it's 3-2. Charlie Blackmon is now up at the plate with 1 out in the first pitch. Check swing. They say it was a foul ball. So there's a strike. Blackmon 1 for 3. He singled back in the 6th and also scored a run as well. He's hitting .276 on the season, 3 homers and 13 RBI. Strom with the 0-1. Line drive out to center field, and Guthrie's on the run. Will make the catch. The throw over to home plate is cut off, and the throw to second base is just in time. I thought it was just in time, but it's an RBI sacrifice fly, and that'll do it. So it was cut off by Bohm. Bohm made the right play to throw it over to second base to Josh Harrison, and it's 3-3 on the RBI sac fly as we go to the top of the 8th. It's back to a tie game. Wow. This has been pretty bizarre. Are they going to review this? I think that they are. To see, Bud Black is going to challenge this. Okay. To see if he was out at second base. So they will challenge it, and let's see. I don't know, that's a tough play. 3-pointer. Nope, that'll do it. That will do it, most likely. So Miami most likely is going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh, boy. All right, let's see here. So is he out? So I did see a little swipe, but see, Josh Harrison's already back in the dugout. Tavares still thinking that he's safe over at second base. So I don't know if he's out or not. It is a 3-3 game regardless, because the run did score before the out at second base was recorded. The question, though, is that will it be 2 outs and a runner over at second, or is that the end of the bottom of the 7th inning, and are we going to the 8th? New York is holding the umps up here. They are taking a good look at it. How about Miami, man? The Cinderella story continues for them. They're the second 8th seed to reach the conference finals since it began in 1994. All right, so the home plate umpire rules that he's out at second base, and that'll do it as we go to the top of the 8th. It's 3-3, and the Phillies coming back up to bat. All right, let me take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. Ready, here we go. Hope you're all oh man, we got 30 people on here. What's going on, guys? If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload. It's a 3-3 ball game. Well, the Phillies were down 1-0. As the Rockies scored first in the bottom of the 6th inning, and then the Phillies went up 3-1 on 2 home runs. One was by Alec Bohm, and the other one was by Kyle Schwarber. It was a 2-run home run, and I forgot to mention that the Rockies were able to score first on a sacrifice fly that was delivered in the bottom of the 6th inning by C.J. Cron. So here is Josh Harrison, and he'll ground that one over to third base. It's gobbled up by McMahon, and the throw over to first to Cron across the diamond is in plenty of time. So after the Phillies took a 3-1 lead, Ezekiel Tovar got on with an RBI single, and then Charlie Blackmon hit a sacrifice fly. So it's 3-3 in the top of the 8th inning with 1 out, and Brandon Marsh will come in to pinch hit. He'll be pinch hitting for Dalton Guthrie here. The Phillies in the last inning sent 7 men up to the plate. There's 1 gone in the top of the 8th inning. We were pretty much cruising along throughout the first 6 innings. And the first pitch, that is taken at the knees for a called strike. So Justin Lawrence out there for his 2nd inning of work. He came on to relieve Austin Gomer. And the 0-1 is fouled back towards the screen, the 96-mile-per-hour fastball. So Justin Lawrence is 28 years old. He's from Panama. Grew up in Panama City. The 0-2. Outside and low, 97 on the gun for Lawrence. Lawrence over his last 7 games, or last 7 days, he has 7 strikeouts, and it's only walked 2 batters. Hasn't allowed a hit. The 1-2. Right over the middle of the plate, and frozen was Brandon Marsh as he gets caught looking at strike 3. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. So Marsh gets caught looking at a strikeout. And there's 2 retired. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well, man. Trea Turner comes up for the Phils with 2 outs and nobody on. And the first pitch is right down Broad Street for a called strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1, another swing and a miss on a sweeper at 83 miles per hour. Justin Lawrence gets set, gets the signs by Diaz, and the 0-2 just misses off the plate. That makes it the 1-2 count. Trea is struck out twice and is also flied out. The 1-2 pitch, way inside for a ball. Lawrence has a really interesting delivery. He does throw sidearm, but it's a little bit it's interesting. The 2-2. Line drive out to right field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. It goes all the way towards the State Farm sign. Turner rounding second base, and he will stay put over there. And he gets on with a stand-up double. He was rounding second and then had to go back to the bag, but the throw wasn't made towards the bag. So there is a 2-out double by Trea Turner. And he took that pitch the opposite way. And while the Phillies are able to get a run here, I mean, Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to come in regardless for the bottom of the 8th inning, as he is warming up in the bullpen right now. Alec Bohm is now due up for the Phils. Bohm hit a solo home run his last time up. The first pitch is down low and outside for a ball. Bohm certainly carried that baseball on out of here. 1 ball, no strikes. Turner over at second base. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And the 1-0 on the outside corner. Called strike. Alec is hitting .348 this season with 2 homers and 21 RBI with runners in scoring position. That's his average home runs and RBI. The next pitch. It's outside again. That makes it a 2-1 count. Bohm's average, though, is at .271. 2-1 pitch. Outside again for ball 3. Bohm got the call up back in 2019. It was him and Spencer Howard that were the top prospects out of the Phillies system. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Big payoff pitch coming right up. Bohm is 0 for 2, and he struck out twice against Justin Lawrence in both of those at-bats. Payoff pitch. Down low for ball 4. A sweeper at 86 miles per hour. And it was taken all the way. And Bohm gets on with a 2-out walk. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Boy, this is a big spot for Bryce. Bohm over at first, Turner over at second base. Phillies trying to start a 2-out rally and set the table up for Harper. Justin Lawrence has 21 pitches so far. Pitching coach for the Rockies is coming out to join a conversation on the mound with Diaz and with Lawrence. Harper, the designated hitter, he's 1 for 3 today. He's singled back in the 7th inning. And then was out on the fielder's choice ground out by Castellanos. This is a big situation here. Can the Phillies try to retake the lead? They are playing Harper to pull towards the infield on that right field side between first and second base. Infielders can't be on the outfield grass, though. They're really trying to play him the pull. First pitch to Harper, way inside, and it almost caught a piece of the jersey. A 95-mile-per-hour sinker. Harper wearing his green and blue cleats. He also has his red socks on as well. He's wearing his multicolored batting gloves. The 1-0, way inside again. It almost got behind Harper. They do check his swing, and they appeal no swing. So Harper had maybe about a quarter of a swing there. Brad Hand, the former Philadelphia Philly, warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a high fly ball out to right field. That's going back to the wall, and it's right off the top of the wall. Turner rounding third. He will come in to score. And now rounding third base and coming in to score from first base is Alec Bohm. And the Phillies get a 2-run double by Bryce Harper. And they retake the lead 5-3. That was a rocket hit out to right field. And it had a chance on getting on out of here, but it was just a little bit below the plexiglass. But a nice swing by Bryce Harper, and the Phillies are back up by 2. Well, that was a fastball right down the middle, and Lawrence tried to make him pay, and Bryce ended up making him pay. That was absolutely clutch. Phillies not done yet. They're up 5-3. Harper over at second. Castellanos is up. He's going to go over to third base. The throw was a little bit high. It's going to go all the way towards the outfield. And Harper's going to come in to score. Diaz threw the ball a little bit high over at third base, and McMahon could not reach it, and the Phillies are now up 6-3. Nobody on, 2 outs. It's an 0-1 count to Castellanos. The pitch was called a strike on the outside corner. And Harper, I think, would have been safe regardless over at third base. And he came in to score, and the Phillies now lead by 3. Lawrence still on the bump. And the 0-1. That's grounded foul towards the first base side. So the Phillies have really put up a lot of runs here over these last couple of innings. No balls, 2 strikes. Lawrence winds up in the pitch. It's outside and low. So that'll be ruled as a stolen base in an E2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Castellanos, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Castellanos goes fishing. But Bryce Harper does a lot of damage by hitting a 2-run double with 2 outs, and he also was able to steal third base and come home on a bad throw by Diaz. And the Phillies lead 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Rockies coming back up to bat. Alrighty. 2-out rally, man. That's going to be something to talk about on Sunday when we do our post-series recap. That'll be nice. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well, so that way you know when I either A, go live, or B, when I upload. Another inning for Strom. Is that what it says? Is that what they're saying? In all honesty, why not? I mean, they're up by 3 now. That wouldn't really be a bad idea. I don't think it would be a bad idea. But yeah, man. Also, make sure that you like it. And make sure that you like this video, man. Help me with the algorithm. We have 25 awesome people on here. 27 awesome people on here. Make sure that you like. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell icon as well. We're going to pause for 5 seconds. Get out of this video. Get out of this live stream. And make sure that you like this video. All right, 5 seconds. That's all I ask, just for your time, because we put out a lot of cool content on here, and I appreciate it so much. If you guys could help me out, 5 seconds of your time just to get out of here, subscribe, and like this video as well. Ugh. Non-stop content for JJ. That's how we do it, man. We don't stop. The grind doesn't stop, and we love doing this, and we love, making relationships and building families and, relationships and all that sort of stuff. And if you just subscribed, make sure that you shout yourself out so I can give you a shout out, because I don't always get the notifications. I see that we just got 1 subscriber. Oh, thank you so much, whoever just did that. All right, Sir Anthony Dominguez is now coming up for the Phillies. In the first pitch to Jerks, and Profar's lined out to right field for a base hit. And Profar is able to get on with a leadoff single. So Sir Anthony Dominguez will come in as we are here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 2, 3, and 4 that were due up for the Rockies. And now number 3 is coming up, and that's Chris Bryant. Bryant today is 2 for 3. He is singled twice. He's hit the ball very sharply all 3 of his times that he's been up. And the first pitch is called a strike at the knees. So Sir Anthony Dominguez comes in to relieve Matt Strahm, and already he's given up a base hit, the 0-1. In the dirt, good block by Stubbs, though, and he keeps the runner over at first. Jerks and Profar in check. So Sir Anthony Dominguez from the Dominican Republic, he is now 28 years old, stands at 6'1", and he also weighs 225 pounds. Over his last 7 days, he has pitched in 2 1/3 of an inning. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 runs. None of them have been earned, though. And he has 3 strikeouts. The 1-1. That's taken at the knees for a called strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies are up 6-3. The 1-2, way up high for a ball. That was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. On deck is C.J. Cron, who hit a sacrifice fly his last time up and scored the first run, or drove in the first run, I should say, for the Rockies. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the strikeout. Oh, man. What a nice pitch. A 97-mile-per-hour fastball on the inside corner. 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. And here's C.J. Cron. He's 0 for 2 today. As I mentioned, he had the sac fly back in the 6th inning to give the Rockies their first run of the game. And the first pitch, that's fouled back towards the screen. Austin, what's up, man? Thank you for coming on here. And John, thank you so much, man. That'd be so freaking cool. Yeah, man, we come on for Phillies all the time. And we do Sixers basketball right now as well. That's been what's really keeping us busy. We also do the Flyers, and we do Patriots stuff too. We've been doing this for 4 months, man. 4 months. Time flies when you're having fun. The 0-1. That's outside for a ball. But we're just trying to grow the family, you know what I'm saying? Call games, get reps, and interact with you guys, because you guys are a part of the family. The 1-1. There's a high fly ball out to right field. That's going back to the track, and it is just foul. Oh, my gosh. It just hooked foul. C.J. Cron just missed an extra base hit, at least. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cron. He has to go back into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 versus Sir Anthony Dominguez, and he is struck out in one of his at-bats. All right, so over at first base is still Jerks and Profar, the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen, the 98-mile-per-hour fastball. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. And well, in the top of the 9th inning for the Phillies, they will have Schwarber leading things off. Garrett Stubbs, who came in for JT Realmuto, and Edmundo Sosa. Again, keep your eye on JT. The 1-2. That's outside and low for a ball. JT Realmuto was trying to extend a double into a triple, and he jammed his finger. But then he came out and he caught for the next couple of innings. But then was replaced by Garrett Stubbs as a pinch hitter. So we don't know what the status of JT is going to be just yet. The 2-2. Outside and low. It was a slider at 91 miles per hour. And Stubbs had to shimmy over towards his right side and did a good job of blocking it. A big payoff pitch coming up. And here it is. It's slapped foul to down the first base line, and it goes out of play. So Crone stays alive. There's Kevin Long talking with Bryce Harper as he's looking at the iPad. Probably at the hit that he just had. Another payoff pitch coming right up. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball over to shortstop. The throw over the second. There's one. The throw over to first is in time. A 6-4-3 double play. And we go to the top of the ninth inning. Great defense by the Phillies, and we go to the ninth. They're up 6-3. Schwarber will lead things off, and they'll be back in just a few moments. That was big. 6-4-3 double play. And Bryant, what did he do? He struck out. All right. Yes. Oh, Austin, thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. I want to read the full message, but I saw most of it. I'd much rather listen to you than the postseason announcers. They hate the Phillies. It always sounds like they want us to lose. I got to tell you, though, I have to tell you, like, Joe Buck was one thing, but Joe Davis, man, Bryce Harper with the swing of his life, I'm always going to remember that call. And I'm still going to remember Stairs rips one into the night. You know, like, as you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to always give credit where credit is due. But, no, dude, I really do appreciate the compliment, though. Seriously, that really means a lot to me. I know that that was supposed to be a compliment because it is a compliment, so I really appreciate it. We got 30 people on here. I'm sure that not all 30 of you have subscribed to Play by Play with JJ. We come on for almost every single Phillies game. Maybe not this week because the Sixers have been playing a lot of basketball and their season's not done yet. So we do Sixers basketball, we do Phillies baseball. That's been what's really keeping us busy during this time. We will be on for tomorrow night's baseball game at 8 o'clock. But we will not be on Sunday because we got a Game 7 in Boston. And this is probably going to be the defining moment of the Sixers franchise for the future. Seriously, this is like all or nothing. So, all right, we go to the top of the ninth inning. Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off for the Phillies. The Phillies have scored 3 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th. Can they try to score 3 in the 9th? That remains to be seen, but Brad Hand comes right in, And this is exactly why they want the lefty-on-lefty matchup. Hand this season is 2-1. He has a 3.14 ERA and 14 1/3 of an inning of work. He does have 20 strikeouts, though, and he's only allowed 6 walks, which is pretty good. Lakers off to a good start. All right, Kyle Schwarber, first pitch. It's lined out to left field, but it's fouled. Oh, boy. Anybody have any World Series predictions? I mean, it's really hard to say, to be honest with you. I would say, that's tough. I'll get back to your question. The 0-1. Check swing, but regardless, it was a called strike. It was on the upper third part of the strike zone. Schwarber batting just a little bit underneath the Mendoza line. He's hitting 190. He had a 2-run home run back in the 7th inning. 9 homers and 18 RBI. Yeah, that's a good question, Rising Rhino. It is. I'm going to say, I hate to say it, the 0-2, outside and low again. I think that I don't know if the Phillies have a shot. The Phillies have a shot at going back. I don't know if they will, even though they got better. But if I were to make a prediction right now, and it weren't the Phillies, okay, because obviously I would pick them. The 1-2 that's outside and low for a ball. It was a curveball down low. I'm going to say it's going to be Padres and Astros if I can't have the Phillies in there. That's what I'm going to say. If you guys agree with me, let me know. If you guys disagree, well, let me know that too. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Brad Hand strikes out Kyle Schwarber on a slider that was way down low. And Schwarber is retired. So Garrett Stubbs now comes up. He doubled in his last at-bat, which was his pinch hit appearance. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well. Stubbs will bunt at the first pitch. It's fouled right behind the plate. The goal is to get to 360 by the end of tonight, and I think we can definitely do that. Stubbs does have 1 RBI on the season. Still looking for his first home run. And the pitch. Check swing. They appeal over at third base, and they say, yes, he went around. So that makes the count 0-2. Once again, in case you're just joining us, JT Realmuto tried to extend a double into a triple, and he jammed his finger, it looked like. The 0-2 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 3 by Garrett Stubbs, and he goes down swinging at another slider. Back-to-back strikeouts delivered by Brad Hand. But we don't know if JT's okay. We do know, though, that he did go out there for a couple of other innings after that incident happened. And we don't know what the status is, so we have to kind of wait and see. Edmundo Sosa comes up. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and the first pitch to Sosa is slapped over towards the first base dugout, and it goes out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Braves versus Rays. That's what you think the World Series is going to be? Wow. The 0-1. That is a high strike on the outside corner, and it's taken for strike 2. Nobody on. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. The Phillies are up 6-3 against the Rockies. Hand gets set, winds up, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Another swing and a miss. And Brad Hand comes in to strike out the side and give the Phillies a taste of their own medicine. And we go to the bottom of the 9th as Diaz will be leading things off. And the Phillies are going to try to close the door. Wow. Strikes out the side. It's pretty insane, man. Oh, boy. I'd like to see Phillies and Astros again. Austin, I don't blame you. I think it would be such a cool rematch to see them do it. I think it would be nice, and you're not facing Verlander, but, Astros pitching is still really good, And the Phillies got better on paper. I would love to see it. I would love to see Alvarez and Alvarado, that matchup again. Because I feel like Alvarado could win that battle. I know it gives a lot of people nightmares, but I think it would be kind of cool, So, once again, how many people we have on here now? Just out of curiosity. Oh, man, we got 33 people on here. In case you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. I know it's been 5 days since we've done a Phillies game, and that's a little bit of time for us, but don't you worry. Once Sixers season is done, we will be back to our normal scheduling, our normal programming schedule for Phillies content, and we'll be doing a whole lot. But we have to wait until the Sixers season is done. We got a Game 7 on Sunday. And if you guys want to tune in to Game 7, I encourage you all to come on and listen to play-by-play with JJ for Sixers. And if you just subscribe to my channel, don't forget, if you want to shout yourself out, make sure that you do so. Austin, I know that you just subscribed, so I got to give you a shout out. I know that we had somebody else that just came on here, and I don't know why I'm forgetting names, and that's not like me, and I do apologize about that. But whoever that, Austin, who else was it? Man, LT was on here. I'm missing somebody. James. Thank you for coming on here to subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you just subscribed, give yourself a shout out, man. All right, bottom of the ninth we go. So it'll be my two favorite words in sports. Game 7. I know. I'm nervous. First pitch. That's outside for a ball. So Craig Kimbrell will be coming in to close this one out. They still say that Sir Anthony Dominguez is out there, but now they changed the graphics. There we go. They changed the bug. Diaz is up. The 1-0 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. Come on, man. One more subscriber, then we get to 360. One more. Oh, boy, that'd be so cool. 1 ball, 1 strike to Diaz. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the ninth. Here we go. The 1-1 pitch by Kimbrell. Swinging a fly ball out to right field, but it hooks foul, and it will stay foul. Craig Kimbrell has 397 saves on the all-time list, and he actually needs only 3 more to tie Kenley Jansen, who just got his 400th. I still think Craig Kimbrell is a Hall of Famer. If you guys believe that he is a Hall of Famer, make sure you comment down below. I know Larry disagrees. The 1-2. That's up high for ball 2. I gotta tell you, though, if Kimbrell can just have another dominant season and just continue to turn back the clock, that's only going to up his case for you guys. I know it's tough for closers to get in. The 2-2. It's fouled back towards the screen again. 96 on the gun for Kimbrell. He's been throwing 96, 97. Looks really good out there. 360, man. Let's go. If you just subscribed, don't forget to shout yourself out. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch to Diaz. A ground ball fouled towards the third base dugout. It was a knuckle curve that time that hit 88 miles per hour. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle, diving stop by Josh Harrison, and it just gets a little bit away from him. And that's going to be ruled as an infield single by Diaz. Josh Harrison laid his full body out, and he kept it right in front of him, but he just could not field it cleanly. And that's going to be scored as a leadoff single in the bottom of the ninth. No one-inning wonders in the Hall of Fame. Except Mariano Rivera? Oh, man. Here's Ryan McMahon. He's 2 for 3 today. He has singled and doubled and also scored a run. So we have a runner on over at first base. It's in the bottom of the ninth in the first pitch. That's on the outside corner, a knuckle curve at 87 miles per hour. A big strike there. It won't happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing 2 teams that have recently been garbage in the World Series like Pirates. Dude, that'd be sick. No, you're not wrong about that, my guy, Steven. And thank you for coming on here and commenting. That's not a bad idea. The 0-1. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. McMahon, as I mentioned, he's 2 for 3 today. Diaz over at first base. Kimbrell trying to get McMahon out. The 0-2 pitch. Swing. Oh, man, it was just foul tipped, but not into the glove. And it just went above the glove of Garrett Stubbs. Oh, boy. So the count still remains at 0-2. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kimbrel winds up, and the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball down the first base line, and McMahon not going down without a fight. He is 0 for 3 lifetime against Craig Kimbrel. Kimbrel would like to try to get his first strikeout against him in this situation. The 0-2 pitch up high for a ball. Kimbrel this season has a 7.07 ERA, but he does have 21 strikeouts and 3 saves as well in 14 innings. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out on a 97-mile-per-hour fastball right down Broad Street. That fastball had a lot of life to it, and Craig Kimbrel is turning back the clock. Continues to do that. And there's one gone in the bottom of the 9th. So McMahon strikes out, and Randall Grichuk comes up. There's still one out, and Diaz is still over at first base. The first pitch in this at-bat. He fires a fastball right down the middle once again. And that's taken for a called strike. Grichuk singled back in the 7th and scored a run on the RBI single by Diaz. The 0-1. Did it hit him? No, it did not. It was a curveball that was inside, and Kimbrel definitely dodged a bullet by not hitting him. Phillies are up 6-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. We have a runner over at first base. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a knuckle curve that was down low and outside. And Diaz does end up going to second base on the defensive indifference. So that does put a runner in scoring position. Grichuk lifetime versus Kimbrel is 1 for 6. He has 2 RBI and a walk as well. The defensive indifference also gets rid of the double play depth. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Oh, man. 96 miles per hour. Just fouled. Mike Moustakas waits on deck. He'll be coming in to pinch hit for Harold Castro. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. A knuckle curve that was outside and low. Oh, man. Strikeout number 2 by Craig Kimbrel. That knuckle curve had a lot of movement. It went outside and low, and it just dipped right out of the strike zone. And the Rockies are down to their final out in Game 1 of this 3-game series. Mike Moustakas comes in to pinch hit. And, well, this season he's batting .245. He does have 1 homer and 9 RBI. And if he gets on, then the tying run will be Ezekiel Tovar, who comes up. And he is on deck now. Moustakas, I believe, calls for time, so he takes a quick step out of the batter's box. Diaz over at second base. Phillies up 6-3. Rockies down to their final out. And the first pitch. Swinging a foul ball that is back behind the screen. 97 again by Craig Kimbrel. This is unbelievable. He has, gotten his stuff back. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 96 on the gun on the inside corner. And the Rockies are down to their final strike at Coors Field in Game 1 of this 3-game set. 2 strikeouts in a row by Kimbrel. Can he make it 3? The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. A hat trick by Craig Kimbrel, and the Phillies take Game 1 of this 3-game series in Denver, Colorado at Coors Field. It took them a while for them to get their first hit, and the game was cruising by very quickly, but then they scored 3 runs in the 6th inning, and then 3 runs in the 7th, or scratch that. 3 runs in the 7th, and then 3 more runs in the 6th inning. 8th inning. Oh, man. I'm losing my words. That is now 398 all-time saves by Craig Kimbrell, and he needs 2 more to get to 400. Bryce Harper is the player of the game as he had the big 2-run double back when it was a tie game. That was in the 8th inning, and he was able to get a 2-run double to put the Phillies up 5-3. He went 2 for 4 today. He also stole a base, and he had a run scored as well. So the Phillies win 6-3 and take game 1 of this 3-game set. I'm Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon as well. We'll be back on for tomorrow night's game. We won't be doing Sunday's game because we got to do Game 7 of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. So, my Rockies are terrible. Thanks a lot, Colorado. Yeah, so definitely make sure that you like. Make sure you subscribe. I love you all so much. I know I say this a lot, but 4 months of just building up this family is really awesome. So, but more stuff to come. You know, more and more content. We never stop, man. Never stop. All right. Lila Tov, everybody. I love you all so much.